So I like this spot I'm at. It's in public, but it's like at the edge. I got my sunshades up, so got mood lighting going. I just ate Chipotle for like the third day in a row. My sister gave me a big ass Chipotle card. It's so big that the cashier was like, "Oh, you have, oh my God." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm having trouble with food." And he was like, "Well, we'll take care of you." So that felt good. I got love on both sides. I got chicken bowl today. First 2 days I pounded carne asada. It's like an extra $3 compared to chicken, but I didn't like the chicken that much. I think like I really like barbacoa, but if it's low in the pan and it's like either really sloppy or it's dried out, I don't get their barbacoa. But if it's like a fresh pan or midway through, that's my go-to. So sooner or later, I think my least favorite is carnitas. The regular steak's really good if it's not dried out. So it's like that's an option. If you know Chipotle, it's a game time decision every time you go. Like you can't order it to go. I imagine it sucks because you get like the least fresh meat by accident a lot. You have to like go and make your bowl, select things that are just like fresh and off the line, like immediately from the kitchen. I'll tell you, I was craving chips, but I can't overdo it. I was still hungry after I ate my bowl, but it's settling. I'm filling up now. So these videos are only supposed to be 10 minutes and I'm already going to surf my phone. But yeah, I don't know. I'm exhausted. That's why I wanted to look at my phone. Like I wanted to check TikTok actually. Yeah, so TikTok, I told you a few days ago on my birthday, I woke up to notification that like a video had 800 views and like 64 likes or 64 notifications. I think the video only got 20 likes, but today while I was at work, I had posted early in the morning, day 5. So this is day 21, so I'm just posting day 5 when I record this. Catching up slowly. Got like 5 or 6 comments, so that's like my first real fan engagement. And it was funny because it's called homosexual. I didn't know that it had a term, but I was like, just in the day 5 vlog, I like postulate or pontificate about getting on Tinder and asking for a night stay. But of course I never did, but it was just like an idea that even when I said it, I kind of sour on. So that clip like got a lot of controversy. So that's a lesson. I mean, if it's something that I think is controversial, then the algorithm will probably think so too. And it was cool because I got to interact with the commenters, like say like, yeah, I agree with you, you're right, don't do it. Some people were like flabbergasted that I paid $18 for a truck stop shower. That was like the weekend that I had just gotten out of the psych ward. I still had $300 from a paycheck before I had gone in. Well, the money cleared the day I got out. And I was really worried about making a good impression after missing shifts. So I needed like a luxurious, but like full-fledged every part. Shaving, privacy, like a long shower, brushing, flossing. So that's why I did that. I wasn't aware of the rec center yet. I would have dropped 42 on that right away if I knew that they had 10 punches for 42. But you know, it was really just the best option I could find on short notice because I got out like over a weekend. And it was it's 24/7, so it actually is really useful. Like if you need a shower overnight before a stocking shift that starts before 6. So the rec center doesn't open till like 7 at the earliest. All my shifts start before then, except the occasional 12 to 4. So let's see if there's any activity on TikTok right now. We'll go live. Yeah, so the likes just flow in, it's nice. But the big pushes, if you're wondering about TikTok, you can post a video like at any time of the day, but it won't get pushed until like 10 p.m. Fuck. My brain is really bad lately. Like, my side effects from my medicine apparently seem to be like extreme forgetfulness, like extreme amnesia. Like I'm constantly doubling back. Like when I go in the pool, I forget my goggles, then I forget my key to my locker, then I realize I forgot my swimsuit, and I just look crazy, and it's pretty frustrating. So like, I worked the third time in 4 days. I'm not sleeping well, so I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this video and sit in my car and maybe even like wait a whole hour because I'm in a good shade spot, and my shades are up. And I'm gonna go to the library and upload videos, but like, have a good meal in me. I'll have the meal coma. I'm like not safe to drive right now because I woke up at 2:30 with my back hurting so bad. My back gets so stiff at night. It's the same stiffness I got from sleeping in my car, and then it went away when I started sleeping at camp. But like now camp gives me this back pain. So the hunting areas had really flat ground. But the campground, or like the more established primitive camping sites I'm finding that are campers only, like are shit. They seem flat. They're level, like head to toe they're level, but they're lumpy. So my back was so stiff. Like, so it wakes me up. The cold wakes me up, but last night was hot. What's actually waking me up, I realized, is my back. After like 6 to 8 hours, my back is so stiff, it's painful. I just have to get up and get the blood flowing. So that's what I've been doing. So that's why I'm so tired right now. It's like almost my bedtime. It's noon, so 10 hours later. I guess if you were getting up at 8, that would be like it was 6 p.m. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Is that right? Yeah. If you get up at 8 o'clock, it's like it's 6 p.m. for me. And it's just noon. So I don't know. I didn't shower, and I'm so glad I didn't. I was like exhausted yesterday and didn't want to go through the motions of showering. And I didn't need a shave, and like I don't think I need to shower tonight. If I wake up and my hair's really shitty, like I have this pocket comb now that I keep in my backpack that I bring in with me to work. If combing doesn't fix my hair in the car mirror, I'll just like wash my hair. I could even wash my hair in the Target. Sorry. Shit. I could wash my hair in any parking lot. I don't need to do it at a campsite. In fact, it might be better to do it in a random parking lot and just run from the security than do it camping, because camping's where I sleep. Like I can't get on the blacklist of the park rangers. But I'm making sure not to put conditioner in, because that makes your hair greasy. My hair gets really greasy naturally, so I actually try to get it butt dry. Like cornstarch dry. I mean chlorine plus shampoo. I even double washed it one of these times. It's just to get it so dry that it takes like 3 days for it to even look normal. So I think I do have one more day in my hair. The tricky thing is I work next Monday at 6 a.m. So like, and my rec center punch card's closed on Sunday. Someone on Tinder did offer me a guest, sorry, not Tinder, TikTok did offer me a guest pass to Crunch. But it's like 30 miles away, so that's 60 miles. That's like $5 to $10 of gas and depreciation on the car. I'm better off just washing my hair in a parking lot. The cooking videos are getting real interesting. I was stocking like the dried foods, like the, what do they call it, international cuisine aisle, ethnic foods. And I also did like the aisle with pouches of like Alfredo with sauce and macaroni and cheese and stuff. And I want to buy a can of pinto beans, and I want to buy like a pre-made Spanish rice, either a 90-second rice or like a 5-minute rice. And if it's not a Spanish rice, I could just get a tiny can of tomato paste. And I already have chili powder in my car. That's the only spice I keep with me. So like, which is odd. If you're living in your car, I don't think you should carry on chili powder. But that's my favorite spice. Like 365 days a year, that's my go-to when I'm housed. So I think I would just do like a rich. I might even put pork in it, but then it's like, why not just buy chili? I think the real thing with beans and rice is it's low price. So it's like low price and it sustains you. It's not like a big dose of protein, but it's enough protein from the beans that it's like a meaningful dinner that you can sleep. So I want to do a video that's just beans and rice that's really flavorful. And what would be nice if I can find like small packets of oil, because I can't keep a packet of maybe in the winter I can't buy like a bottle of olive oil yet, because it would go rancid in my car when it's parked during the day with the windows up. Like while I'm at work, I can't manage the temperature in my car. So, but it'd be really cool if I could buy like mayonnaise packet sized olive oil, and then I could put it in my backpack, which always comes in with me during work and gets stored in the locker. But like that beans and rice with oil would taste so good. That's why the pre-made pouches might be good, because I have to check the nutrition labels. They might actually have fat in them. So, man, there's so much to talk about, but I'm just so brain dead. Like yesterday, what happened yesterday? I don't even remember it. I uploaded a ton of the library, and I got through like within 2 or 3 videos of being like totally caught up. Oh yeah, I wanted to say it's week 3. Like this is the end of week 3. Like 11 or a.m. or noon tomorrow will be 3 cycles for 3 full weeks. This is like the last day of week 3, and I definitely like I said, I call myself homeless now. I know I'm homeless. I've internalized it. I'm just starting to internalize it, and it's kind of embarrassing, but also like whatever. It's not as impressive as I thought. It's just like a lifestyle. It is exhausting. Like if I could sleep in, I'd be so much better off. But if you don't have a bed in a climate-controlled house, like your back or the weather's gonna wake you up at whatever time it wants to. So it's exhausting because you just can't get good sleep. Even this one night at the rest stop, I told you that like someone came in at midnight off the road, like blaring this Jesus freak music, like Jesus saves music, so loud they didn't turn it off for like 15 minutes. So it's like I could even get a better rest at a rest stop for a night, like if I was worried about my back being messed up on the ground, but that's risky too because people pull in. So I don't know. I'm going west to a new forest, so I'm not overstaying my welcome. Man, I'm beat. I'm definitely not showering. I'm not swimming. I'm gonna go straight to this library once I have energy. It's like 30 minutes up the road, and then from there it's like only 20 minutes to my campsite. So I got less than an hour of driving to do today, and I'm just gonna spend the other time with my feet up at the library. Probably just staring at my phone. Like usually I get bored when it's uploading and it gets stuck on the internet. But I'm just gonna sit there resting and stare. And praise God. Let's see how flat of ground I can find tonight. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere I've camped lately that like, yeah. Actually the spot that I'm thinking of is like least interesting to most people because it's tiny and shitty, like the ground's dirty. I think it's more for people that come in during the day to like drink and barbecue. But I don't think I've woken up with my back nearly hurting as bad as like the last couple nights there. So I'll probably just pick that. I was gonna like try to go by a lake or like a big field. This is my last night before I go west to the new forest, but I think I'll just pick the spot I think would be least painful for my back, so I can hopefully sleep. Like I want to sleep to 4:15, but I'm losing like my last 2 hours of sleep. I'm going to bed by like 7. So I'm technically sleeping 7 hours, but I wake up at 11. So I wake up after 4 hours, and then the next 4, next 3 from 11 to 2, I'm just chilly and uncomfortable. Like so uncomfortable, like I can't lay on my back, I have to go to my side. But then you're on ground, so like your hip is like digging into the, like it feels like asphalt. And if it's lumpy, you get crazy pressure points on your bones. But it's more comfortable than sleeping on my back with whatever's going on with my back. I think I'm just having back spasms, and that also could easily be a side of my risperidone, my antipsychotic. It gives you like incredible stiffness. But I also did that heavy beverage stocking day, which was like, I learned that day, like, oh yeah, my legs have gotten a lot stronger from doing like just hundreds of body weight squats a day, like several a minute. My legs got stronger, but I realized that first day I did actual beverage, my back was weak because it was like almost pulling, almost tearing. So it's like my back spasming, partly from the medicine, but also because it got a huge workout. And I just haven't been able to recover with like a hot bath or hot shower. That's a good reason to go to the pool. That might be what I do actually, like Friday after work, rather than going straight west. I could squeeze in a hot shower at the pool and loosen up my back with a swim. I'll get there by 11:30. I'll be so hungry though. So I won't actually be able to get out of there until 1, and then that means I won't get to the forest till 3. But I also have to go to Walmart, so that's 3:30. So that's just dicey. It's putting me under pressure to like make sure the first place I look in this foreign forest that I haven't been to is good enough. But I think I might have to do that. A hot shower and a swim would like really help my back. So like I've been saying to you guys, like you have a plan when you're homeless, but you have to take it day by day because things emerge constantly. And you never know when you're gonna get so tired you can't drive. I was gonna say, I think I might be, as a manic depressive, I might be slipping into depression because I had so much manic energy for this new job and I wanted people to like me and I wanted to make friends, but everyone's sullen, like literally sullen. There's no better word for it. Some people are grumpy, but most people are sullen or frustrated or like frantic or stressed. But sullen is the most common. People do not like the job. So when I was coming in cheerful off coffee and Zoloft, like bright and early, trying to make friends, they it rubbed them the wrong way. So I mirror people, I think, instinctually, like it's a survival mechanism from my childhood, but like some of my depression that's coming on is just like mirroring my coworkers. But today was really good. I got to zone for like 5 hours straight. And I got so much work done because no one was breathing down my neck. I like worked at an honest pace, like the fastest I could go. Each like half-hour chunk, like I was pushing it in whatever way I could. Like when I got really tired toward the end of the shift, I would like sit on the floor and just scoot across and do the bottom 2 shelves with all the heavy stuff, the big bags of rice and the cans of beans and chili and stuff. So do like 3 sections of those. And then get up standing and like I would actually go straight to the top shelf, which is so comfortable for me because I'm just reaching overhead and I'm 6'4", and then like save the middle spots where I have to use my lower back to like bend at the lower back. This is the only way you can get into that middle shelf. It's like the 3rd shelf up is actually the hardest shelf for me because 2nd shelf makes sense to go down like a squat, like a pigeon squat, or I don't know what to call it, where your heels are up off the ground and you're like butt is almost like touching your heels and your knees are fully flexed, so it's like a resting position. It's not using your quads per se. That's shelf 2. Shelf 1, I was just sitting on my ass a lot because shelf 1 from a squatting position like also engages your back and your shoulders, and it's like really hard for a big guy to like reach into that lower shelf unless you're on your ass. So I was utilizing that maneuver, the sit on your ass maneuver. I bought Opus clips myself. It only costed me $14.50 plus tax because of a Cyber Monday deal. It's not even Thanksgiving yet, but like they offered me 50% off when I was going to buy at regular price anyways. I did check though, Same thing for a haircut. I learned to check Instagram. So like, they didn't offer it to me where I went to click sign up for pro, but I went to Instagram, clicked that link, and then like it was on the splash page. And it was really hard to log in via Instagram. That took like 10 minutes, but we got it done. I could really go for these are cold because they're just under my laundry bag. It's like room temp, even though I was sitting in my car all morning. That's the one nice thing about having a pretty full car if you're homeless, is like stuff that's packed at the bottom of the pile stays cool. Even when the surface air gets really hot from the greenhouse effect, like this is chilled. Not like icy, but it's kind of like it got down to whatever the overnight low was, like 40, 45. And then it probably came up to like 65 while it was parked. Very nice considering it's probably 85 right now. I love these vitamin C shots. The sugar is like really hitting the spot. Because I told you I was a little hungry even after finishing a Chipotle bowl. But like I knew that it was hitting my stomach and I didn't want more volume. I didn't want like indigestion or gas. So this is perfect. Some liquid calories. So my checking account's $70, even though I've been buying a pack of cigarettes the last 3 days. So that's like what I'm grateful for. Money's rolling in. It's $70, and then like I have today and tomorrow work that will come through on Monday and Tuesday money. Yeah, but all that's going to the November 15th car insurance payment, but like still, just in between now and then, like I could fudge my car insurance payment, I'm sure. Because I think even when last time they were canceling my policy, they gave me like a 10-day written notice. I think there's some leeway there, but it's not good to have a cancellation notice twice. And maybe you don't get the second cancellation notice, maybe it's just over. So I'm not gonna screw around with that, but like if push comes to shove, like just having 70 now and then having like 150 next Tuesday or Wednesday, it's starting to feel good. Like I'm not having to like, and I got the gas card, I'm not having to like look at my tank, look at all my counts, calculate the mileage I need to go. So end of week 3, I'm finally getting on my feet. We're finally to the point where I'll have a stable $100 in my checking account. It's kind of depressing. But I'm on so much visceral. Like, I don't care. I have like an emotional shell. It doesn't hit me too hard, but it is depressing, like in a theoretical sense. I think the best thing might be to get to camp so early that I can nap and then wake up and eat dinner and then go back to sleep. It might be just that might just be the best like rhythm I could get into, actually, is go from work to camp and nap and then wake up and cook. Like, oh yeah, man, if I'm at camp from like 1 p.m. oh my god, eat lunch in town by work, go pitch camp and nap for like 2 hours, then cook. It'd be like I could cook from like, I don't know, somewhere in between 3:30 and 5. Sunset's at 5:30 right now. Actually, that plan starts to make a lot more sense once it's a lot colder, and I'll be waking up at 2 a.m. for sure. Once it's a lot colder and sunsets at like 4:30, then it doesn't make sense to like go to the library even. I just won't have enough time. I'll get off at 11. done lunch by like 12 or 12:30. I don't know even then. But yeah, cooking in camp is cool. So yeah, rice and beans, and then I do want to perfect ramen. So like I'm gonna do a 12 video series. It's bi-weekly, Saturdays and Wednesdays. You probably can go check it out right now. It's called Whisper Light, or like it's probably called Backcountry Cooking, or like Tiny Stove Cooking, Mini Stove Cooking. My first video was just lighting it for the first time in 25 years. 20 years. And my second video was my first attempt at ramen with chicken added and mixed vegetables. And my third video is going to be disinfecting the mess kit, because I only scrubbed it with like water and soap. I didn't have time to boil it and disinfect it, or the energy. So I'm gonna have to actually, I think I'm gonna have to like boil some water halfway, so I have hot water to wash it again, and then bring the rest of the water to a boil and disinfect it. I really need like a little bin, a little like plastic dish bin. I gotta write that down. That would be so useful to clean that mess kit. But then you're using a lot of water, but still. I can find a tiny one. So I keep so many notes, and it's like the more notes you keep, the less useful they are. I want to use the search function. Oh, Walmart, cool. That's funny. It's a Walmart list, but I've bought everything on it, so I'll just call that old, and then I'll say new. Small, like foot basin, or plastic bin to wash and disinfect mess kit. Yeah, because actually when you eat hot food at camp is a lot more interesting, like for the soul and for the mind. Cooking is relaxing too. I'm supposed to only do 10 minutes because my soon to be $29 a month Opus clip, 30 with tax. It's like gives you 300 credits. Anyways, that's a minute per credit. So you can only make clips from a 10-minute video of a day if you're a daily vlogger. My videos would have to be 10 minutes to have complete coverage and not have to buy extra credits. So I'm supposed to only do 10 minutes, but it's day 21, it feels special, and I'm too tired to speak coherently and quickly. But hopefully you're seeing a full mood swing. My early videos were pretty jazzed and neurotic and frantic. And now I'm like copacetic but just lost. And work is exhausting. They kind of hooked me up today. The big boss sent a text, like an email about who does what. And because I think I said it's heavy work when he asked me how it was going with the beverage stocking. And he knows I'm good at zoning. Like, he's the one who gave me a fist pump when I walked in one day after zoning. I think he hooked me up. He was like, Brian did the hardest thing yesterday, so he's gonna do the easiest thing today. That was a lifesaver, because my Achilles hurt at one point, like walking up the stairs to the break room. So that was huge. But yeah, I wish I had more protein. I'm out of tuna, out of canned chicken. I don't have energy to go shop at Walmart, not even to walk in there to the chicken aisle. So like, well, I have a gift card to Chipotle. I might do a drive-through. That's probably where I'll go next, is I'll buy 2 chicken sandwiches and then just not eat them until I get to camp. So that'll be super clutch. But I don't even have energy to do that right now, since like I'm just gonna sit here with you guys. I wish there was a Chick-fil-A by the library. Let's check that. There's one on the way to the library, so I think that's what I'll have to do. It's about 2/3 of the way to the library, so that's a pretty cool deal. I'll get a little break from the road. Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, as long as you don't get the deluxe, so this is a tip. If you buy the plain ones, you can get extra pickle, but they put them in a foil bag. So those will actually stay like warm, not hot, but warm for like a few hours. So it's like really good. So if I get them at like 1 and eat them at 4, I think I'm cool, because I want to get to my campsite at 3:30. That's a really good time for me. 2 hours before sunset is like just enough extra time to be relaxed and to like check some things on my phone, my journals. "45 minutes is like the absolute minimum to actually be able to do everything, but then you're just moving constantly until you get in your bag or your attendance and stuff. And like, if I want to cook, it's gotta be 3 hours. And then if I want to cook and nap, it's gotta be 5. Yeah, which would be 12:30 these days, so yeah, I'd have to go straight after lunch, but I can do that. And then when sunset's 4:30, I can eat lunch in town and then just not cook, but wake up after a nap and eat like a cold dinner, still with protein, but that'll wake you up. Wow, there's no Chick-fil-A near the library, but there's one out by a lake in the middle of nowhere where you would not expect one. Chick-fil-A gift cards are cool. Like, if you have someone important in your life that you want to give a gift card to and they like Chick-fil-A, do that, because, and they have an iPhone, because they are downloadable to Apple Wallet, so it's like super easy to pay. You don't have to open an email, you don't have to log in, you don't need a redemption code. You just pay with your phone. I think this is like my 3rd cigarette in a half hour. This will be my last one. Then I'll just like, if I still can't make it on the road, I'll just recline my seat and like take a nap. I got my first like on a comment. I replied to a comment and then someone just liked it, so that gives me, this is like the perfect day to be getting like TikTok activity to get fan engagement, because it's the end of 3 weeks. I'm hitting like, I don't know, I'm hitting a wall, probably just physically. My spirits are actually good, but like, that's with bipolar. It really, mood is the right word, because your metabolism changes, like your energy metabolism changes. You go from like extra energy and surviving on little sleep to like needing to sleep 10 hours. And right now, I think I need to sleep 10 hours and I'm only sleeping 6. Well, 5 good ones, 4 good ones, and then like 3 crappy ones. I'm looking forward to cooking some, so I'm going to cook 3 meals out in the New Forest, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Saturday and Sunday night will definitely be like videos for the series. Go check it out. Go donate on Venmo, Last Spot on the Left, all lowercase, same as my YouTube handle, Last Spot on the Left. There's a link in the description of this video about all what I need. I haven't been able to afford myself, or like doesn't fit my next paycheck or 2. And you can help me out with like a big ticket item. There's also a list of all the big ticket items I bought for myself or someone else has bought for me. I probably don't, at the time you're watching this, I probably don't have like creator revenue yet from ads. I might be in the base level YouTube partnership where I can get donations directly through YouTube, so do that if you're able. And I'll probably at some point figure out content that I can make exclusive behind a paywall, because they also will unlock that at just 500 followers and 3,000 watch hours. So become a founding fan. If you're one of my first 500 followers and you watch 10 videos, I consider you a founding fan, which means you got me to that checkpoint of needing 3,000 watch hours, which is like 6 hours of viewing time per 500 subscribers. There's like a delivery van next to me, but I'm worried that it might have been like someone taking a nap, because there's all this noise now. Salience. So I keep, when there's a noise and I think it's for me, it gets my blood pressure spiked and it makes me really nervous and I think someone's angry at me or coming for me. I tell myself salience, which is a word that I've told you before. It's like where the schizoaffective thinks that even neutral things are related to them, and it's like kind of related to hypervigilance. It means like you're assigning meaning to just random things. So I say salience in my head and it calms me down. And then even if it was for me, I just roll up my windows. I'm being respectful. The only thing I have going for myself is they parked next to me. I was here first. But that got my blood going. I think I have enough energy to get to the library, so that'll be the end of the video. I'll just take a nap here myself. Peace out. I love you guys.